In this video, I remade the LEGO Star Wars 7104 Desert Skiff, and here's how I did it. To start, I need to figure out the attributes of the set so I can know what to improve. So let's start with the Skiff. First, it has just the main basic body. Now, it's nothing really special just because this came out in 2000. They were just going more for the basic shape of the set and not really going for accuracy or detail. And there wasn't much in this set. So to start, they have this little bay for the minifigure to go in to drive the desert skiff. Along with that, they have a little boardwalk for the minifigures to walk across. And they have some railing along with the brick in the middle that's meant to represent that little compartment that's in most of the other sets. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of the parts from LEGO 75174. This will just be to have extra parts to make sure I build it correctly. Next, when it comes to the minifigures, the original set only came with two, one being Luke Skywalker and the other being Han Solo. Though I think for this set, I want to include most of the minifigures from the actual scene, that being Han Solo, Chewbacca, Luke Skywalker, and Lando, so I'll add those minifigures to the set. Now let's get working on it. So I wanted to make this set accurate to the original LEGO set that came out in 2000, but I also wanted to make it accurate to the actual scene itself. That's why I've chosen more of a dark tan color scheme. Now for this, I haven't added the Sarlacc pit just because, again, I want to keep it more to the original set of just the skiff itself, but I do have the Sarlacc pit from set 9496, which is the other desert skiff that came out. To start, here are some of the basic details of it. I wanted to make sure it looked very tiled off, so I added a lot of tiles and also a lot of more sloped pieces to make it nice and smooth. There were a lot of studs I couldn't really get rid of just because it either didn't look very good when I did, or just because the curved pieces. Next, I wanted to add a lot of different greeble pieces. Now, if you don't know what that is, it's pretty much adding a lot of more random pieces in the color you need it to be to add some mechanical texture and detail. Some of those pieces I've added are the dark bluish gray microphone, the dark bluish gray binocular pieces, the net piece at the very bottom of the set, and the string piece that I've used around the set. When it comes to the back of the model, I also wanted to add the thrust that came out the back. Now, I more or less based it off of the Jabba sail barge, just because I couldn't really find a lot of gray reference material, but I think I did a relatively good job. There are a lot of really cool details on this model that I really enjoyed. Like, I really liked the sloped inward part at the bottom, and how I did a combination of that along with doing some studs using brackets. When it came to the two wing type things on the back, I added two spears to make it more accurate to the show itself. I also added a large LEGO tube that came in LEGO set 75174, and that just adds an extra bit of detail from what the actual set was. I think there's a lot of really cool piece usage. Comparing it to the original set, I also made sure to add the boardwalk along with the two main minifigures of being Luke Skywalker and Han Solo. So if you wanted, you could just take all the other figures off and have those two. Some other small details I made sure to add was the brown brick that they had in the middle. I just decided to turn to dark bluish gray because that was more accurate. And I made sure to put the control panel instead of using the bicycle piece. Now for the minifigures. For these, I just kind of stole the minifigures from LEGO Star Wars set 9496. I think these figures work well, even though they're not the most detailed versions of each figure. I think they all look nice. Probably my favorite figure of all of them is either the Boba Fett figure or the Lando Calrissian figure. For the Lando Calrissian, I've never really owned his figure when it came to the Tatooine scene, so I'm really happy to have him now. I think he actually does look really good, and it's probably one of my favorite minifigures. Overall, I think this is a really cool mock, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. This makes me really excited for the UCS Jabba sail barge coming out this year, and the rumored desert skiff that's also supposed to come out. So yeah, thank you very much. Please like and subscribe, and have a great day.